Commander, welcome to the Global Conquest tutorial. During this training session, you'll be instructed on the basic functions of the interface and your army. In the upper right of the screen is your world map. You can jump to any location on the map by clicking within the map. This map will tell you the location of known bases and strike forces. Below the map is the global condition bar. These bars indicate how close each faction is to their alternate victory condition. The bar will rise as the faction gets closer to victory. When the bar is filled, that faction will be victorious. For the purposes of the tutorial, the alternate victory conditions are disabled. Now let's begin your strategic training. Bases are the foundation of your army. Your base allows you to build strike forces, mine Tiberium, and control cities and ports. To select the base, move your cursor over the construction yard icon and left-click.
New objective received. Objective complete.
When you select a base, all the structures contained within that base are displayed. Bases are surrounded by an area of influence. Tiberium under the base's area of influence will be harvested every turn, contributing to your resources located under the world map. The command bar is located across the bottom of the screen. This is where all base and strike force commands are issued. One of a base's primary functions is to build strike forces. To create a strike force, left-click on the Recruit Strike Force button in the command bar.
Constructing strike force.
You will need to select the deployment location for each strike force you recruit. Left-click within the area of influence of your base to deploy the strike force. Click on the Next Phase button in the center of the command bar when you're ready. Congratulations, you've built a strike force. Select it now. When you select a strike force, the sidebar will display all the units it contains. Strike forces containing MCVs can build bases. In order to expand, you'll need to establish a base in Europe. We will need to utilize a port to move the strike force across the Atlantic Ocean. Ports are denoted by an anchor next to a colored city icon. The strike force's movement range is indicated by the surrounding circle. With your strike force selected, right-click over the indicated marker to get in range of the port.
New objective received. Strike force moving out.
Your strike force has now been issued a move order. Each of your bases can be one of 3 tier levels. Upgrading your base's tier increases your area of influence, allows you to build more powerful units, and unlocks new powers. Select your base.
New objective received.
And left-click on Upgrade Base Tier to move your base to Tier 2.
Upgrading base tier. Objective complete.
Good. The base will upgrade at the beginning of the next turn. Click on the Next Phase button in the center of the command bar when you're ready. Continue upgrading your base so you can build more advanced strike forces. Upgrade your base to Tier 3 now.
New objective received. Upgrading base tier.
Press Next Phase to continue.
Objective complete.
Select your strike force near the port. Ports can be used to move strike forces between areas. All port transits take 1 turn. With your strike force selected, left-click on the Transport button in the command bar.
New objective received.
Available transport locations will appear as radiuses around the globe. Left-click within the European port radius now. Your strike force will arrive next turn. Press Next Phase to continue. Now that we have a Tier 3 base, go ahead and recruit the Tier 3 strike force.
New objective received. Constructing strike force.
Good. Now let's focus on controlling the cities in Europe. Cities have two attributes, population and unrest. Each faction influences population and unrest in different ways and gains benefits from their respective levels. To control a city, the city must be within your base's area of influence. Let's build a new base to control the European city designated by the marker. Select your European strike force and then left-click on the Build Base button in the command bar.
New objective received.
Now left-click to place the base within the strike force's movement range.
Initiating base construction.
Your base will be built at the end of this turn. Click on the Next Phase button in the center of the command bar when you're ready.
Objective complete.
Notice that the city you now control in Europe generated bonus resources this turn. GDI bases automatically increase a city's population, denoted by the number of frames around a city's icon. The greater the population, the more resources GDI bases will receive each turn. However, screen bases automatically decrease a city's population and convert the decreased population into resources. Nod bases, on the other hand, automatically increase a city's unrest, denoted by the color of the city's icon. The greater the unrest, the more resources Nod bases will receive each turn. Nod's alternate victory condition is to convert a certain number of cities to the red unrest level. However, GDI bases also decrease unrest to prevent this. Regardless of the faction you're playing, controlling cities is a strategic imperative. Bases can also be upgraded with extra defenses or power plants. Upgrading base defenses increases your base's chance of victory in a combat situation. Select your base in Europe, then left-click on the Upgrade Base Defenses button in the command bar.
New objective received. Upgrading base defenses.
Each time you build a base, you will lose the MCV in the strike force. Strike forces within the area of influence of a friendly base can be repaired, and any missing units will be replenished.
New objective received. Resupplying strike force.
Tier 3 bases can construct special buildings called strategic structures. Strategic structures provide support powers and bonuses for Tier 3 bases. Build an ion cannon strategic structure at your North American base. Select the base and left-click on Construct Strategic Structure in the command bar.
New objective received.
Good. Remember that only one strategic structure may be constructed at each base. In addition, the Scrin's alternate victory condition is to build a certain number of threshold tower strategic structures. Strike forces can be upgraded at Tier 3 bases. This will provide the Strike Force's units with all of their available upgrades. Select your new Strike Force in North America and left-click Upgrade Strike Force in the command bar.
New objective received. Upgrading strike force.
Click on the Next Phase button in the center of the command bar when you're ready.
Objective complete.
GDI's alternate victory condition is to control a significant amount of the global land area under their area of influence.
Upgrading base tier.
You should continue expanding GDI's influence with your European operation. Select your European strike force and build a new base at the designated marker.
New objective received.
Now left-click to place the base within the strike force's movement range.
Initiating base construction.
Press next phase to continue. Commander, a Nod base was stealthed in the area. Stealth Nod bases and strike forces can be revealed once they overlap in our area of influence. Battles can be fought either in real time or by auto-resolving. For this engagement, we will use auto-resolve. To initiate a battle, move your cursor over the battle marker and left-click. Battles can be resolved without your direct input. Select auto-resolve to do so.
Tactical AI engaged. Tactical AI defeated.
Commander, you should reinforce your European base with your upgraded Tier 3 strike force. Since you already have a base in Europe, you can use the airlift transport ability instead of port move. With your strike force selected, left-click on the transport button in the command bar.
New objective received.
Notice the radial around your European base. Left-click within the radial to airlift the strike force. Your strike force will arrive next turn. Press next phase to continue. Commander, your strike force has arrived in Europe. You can now assault the Nod base. Select your strike force and right-click on the Nod base to attack it.
Strike force moving out.
We should also soften up the Nod base by using the ion cannon support power. Left-click on the ion cannon support power and then left-click on the Nod base.
Ion cannon activated.
All support powers execute between the action and battle phases. Press next phase to continue.
Armor superiority there.
Shatterer, standing by.
I'm the Juggernaut! Let's set her up.
Sniper team ready.
What do you need? Let's go, troopers.
Tiberium exposure
Mammoth
detected.
tank.
Construction. Eyes on the sky.
Let's get working.
New construction options. Building.
How's our position? Got it. We're moving now.
Coming in clear,
Construction
Commander.
complete.
I'm ready. Hitting it.
New construction options. Building. Building.
Well, let's do this
Construction
thing.
complete.
Need somebody taken out?
Construction complete.
Scanning new area.
New construction options. Building.
All set. Hit the thrusters. We'll take that area. Roger that, Commander. Hit the thrusters. Roger that, Commander. Acknowledged. Copy that.
Construction
We'll
complete.
take that area.
New construction options. Building.
Firehawk here. New course received.
Enemy base sighted.
Firehawk on its way.
Unit under attack.
Mammoth tank ready.
Construction complete.
Mammoth advancing.
Silos needed. New construction options. Building. Construction complete. Building. Training.
Missile squad ready for combat.
Construction complete.
Resonance status green.
Squad ready for combat. Missile squad ready for combat.
New construction
Missile
options.
squad ready for combat. Missile squad ready for combat.
Building.
Missile squad ready for combat.
Training.
Missile squad ready for combat. Missile squad ready for combat.
Insufficient funds.
ready. Already there.
Global artillery entering new position. We see him.
Armor superiority. Unstoppable.
Missile
Taking
squad
it
ready
down.
for combat.
Trooper squad.
Missile squad ready for combat.
So where are they?
Unit under attack.
Yes, sir.
Enemy defeated. You are victorious.
Congratulations, Commander. You've completed the Global Conquest tutorial. You are now ready to play Global Conquest mode.
Mission accomplished.